it's not malicious. But I think I think it's a problem with many rectories that many people have keys, and maybe for good reason. You know, or maybe they're on the finance council or whatever, they have to set up for a meeting, whatever it is. But there have to be boundaries within that, right? So I look at it this way. I wouldn't come over to your home and just walk right into your door and just sit down on the couch and start watching TV, right? So why wouldn't I have that same right?
You really should.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in total agreement.
Yeah.
Always have been. And
Yeah.
I thought it was great that you lived over there because, quite frankly, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. I mean, yes, there are pros and cons, right? And I think for me, there's more pros living over there than there are cons. Where over here, it seems like there are a lot of cons.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock against anybody. That's just kind of the way things have been here, and that's fine. That's fine. But if I were to move back in here, there'd have to be a lot of changes, and I don't know how well that would be received. And even though people tell me, "Oh no, it'll be fine, it'll be fine," I don't know if I necessarily believe that.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
would have to change all the locks,
Right. Yes.
and give nobody a key.
Right. Well, yeah, but also I think there needs to be some physical renovation to kind of separate the living space from the office space. Because right now, there is no kind of barrier there, right? People, if someone got in here, they could pretty much go anywhere they wanted in the rectory. And that's kind of a problem.
Too many steps.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, does that really deter?
Not if you're looking for something.
Right.
You want it bad enough.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Well, time will tell on these things. I mean, like I said, we'll have some time here, see what happens. Go from there.
No, well.
So I have a question. So what would you like from us? In
Prayers.
terms, okay, I do that.
Prayers and support. That's all I need from you guys. That's it. Prayers and support. If I get that, I'm happy.
Well, you certainly get it.
I do though. I mean, there are a lot of good people here. A lot of good people. I've seen that.
There is, and I was really surprised Friday night. I came up, me and Eric Stovrak came up for 10, 15 minutes just to see how they set up that trivia, because we're talking about doing a trivia in the spring, hopefully. And we just wanted to see it. And I was surprised the number of people that I saw that were St. Anne parishioners, that they seemed to recognize me and say hello, whatever, and I recognized them. Not all of them I could remember their names, but yet.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, there were a lot of St. Anne parishioners there for the UMSL trivia night on Friday. Many of them, though, were like alumni. So they weren't necessarily associated with the parish, but they were there because they were alumni. So yeah, I didn't know everybody either. So, and I don't even know if they were really alumni of the Newman Center. I think they were like UMSL alumni. They were kind of, knew about this and came, whatever, cool. Great turnout. We had 20 tables, which is amazing, which is more we had last year. I think we had a really great, I think everyone had a good time. That was one of the closest scorings I think I've ever seen at a trivia night. They actually came down to the number that was chosen for their win. Yeah, how you put the number that they were going to get.
For the total.
And I mean, I'm also happy that was a table of our teachers who also were alumni of UMSL that won, which was great. I think I'm going to get accused of like stacking things though, because like it was kind of funny. At the dinner auction last spring, I picked the raffle prize that donated the money back to St. Anne. And this year at the trivia night, I picked Kate Dickman's number. So it's like, I didn't plan that. But I mean, I kind of joked with Kay. So I'm expecting we're going to have a huge tide coming in for from the 50-50 raffle. So yeah, it's kind of funny how that's been playing out. But I'm not doing that on purpose, trust me.
I didn't
intervention.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I didn't win anything. I was waiting for a phone call, but that was okay. You went to a good cause.
Yes.
That's the way I look at that,
Yeah, we actually did a lot of great work over in the school because of that. So hopefully we'll have the same turnout this upcoming spring too. So it was good. we're doing well. I think we're doing well from all this. So it's good that we have good people that are here that are coming together trying to unify.
Well, I
Is
noticed
there
there
more
was
than-
at least one table, there might have been more of people from OLP.
Mhm.
And we used to go to these different trivia nights because it was a way for us to get ideas and that to incorporate into ours. And in fact, purposely someone called me and I happened to mention, I said, you were a great fan of the OLP trivia nights. I said, I think we're going to have one in the spring at St. Anne. He said, well, you better make sure you call me. And he says, I can guarantee you that we'll have 2 tables.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
So I will certainly remember that. And if we advertise that, if we do it and advertise it, put it on the signboard over there at OLP, I think we'll get some of those people.
yeah. I love trivia nights. I think they're very fun. I always have a good time when I go, whether win, lose, or whatever.
Don Wright always did the questions, and he worked hard on it, but he did a good job.
Yeah.
of it.
And Chris did a great job this year with those too. So, yeah, I mean, with the UMSL one. So yeah, I think it's definitely something we can look at and do. So, great.
Because you can't have it all work. You got to have some fun when you have some of these parish
Oh, of course.
And a lot of people, trivia nights there for a while were very, very popular. I mean,
Well,
almost weekly you could find one.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing I think about them is that they're relatively easy to set up, take down, and do, and they don't cost a lot of money like upfront to do those things. So yeah.
The one thing I did on purpose look at it, their silent auction table, which didn't have a lot. And I think the last 2 that we did at presentation, we made an announcement. Well, we all get something for Christmas or birthday or whatever from so and so, and isn't that nice? But it stays in the box. You never use it. Well, if it's new, donate it to us for our trivia night for our silent auction table. That's how we got a lot of stuff.
I think that's kind of how we did it too there. I mean, so yeah, that's always a good thing to do.
Because we all got too much stuff.
Yep.
Remember when Father Dolan did that homily on too much stuff?
Well, good. Any other questions, comments, concerns here? Great. Well, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week. So we have Bob the Father next week, which will be the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. The following Tuesday, which I believe is the 3rd, we will talk about our Friends, Food, and Faith Advent traditions. So why we have certain traditions, where they come from, and kind of look at those things. So that would be kind of interesting.
Ken is my chauffeur.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's why I haven't